coming into this series saying you wanted to be a playmaker. We saw all of that tonight and more, 13 and 13 at the line. What was the difference in the way you attacked the Nuggets? And then in particular, what did you find versus Torrey Craig?
First off, I want to give a huge shout out to Juwan Morgan. Very impressive, for a rookie to come and start his first playoff game and do what he did and contribute the way he did. He did a hell of a job on Millsap and whoever was guarding extra possessions. So huge credit to him. I know a lot of people were kind of probably confused and figuring out, but we trust him, and shout out to him for stepping up. And as far as I go, the biggest thing was just trying to make the right plays. I think a lot of times Torrey Craig's a hell of a defender, so for me, just trying to find ways to just get into the paint and make the right read, whether it's finishing, whether it's drawing a foul, whatever it is. And for me, just trying to find ways to make it easier myself. I've watched, countless guys. He's one of the best defenders, guard defenders in the league. And I think I've watched other guys in the league how they attack him, and he's given a lot of people fits. So for me, just trying to find ways to make it easy. Obviously not having Mike, obviously being on the ball a little bit more, I knew I was going to have to take my time and kind of approach it in a different way, and I was able to do that.
Okay, next question, Ben Anderson, KSL Sports.
Do you feel like you're getting momentum out of this game, or was it hard to score 57 and then drop a game like this?
At the end of the day, I know there's no home court, but they did their job. And I told the guys in the locker room, look, we could lose by 60, we could lose by 1, we lost by 10 tonight. What's game one? One loss. It counts the same. It's not no different. And I think obviously, it's tough to lose the first game, but now we kind of see what their approach is, and obviously they see ours. But there are a lot of things that we can control. I kind of put a little bit on myself for the 8-second violation, and then they come down and hit a 3, and that really changed the entire game. That sequence right there. So there's little things that we can control and fix. But at the end of the day, we're not overreacting. It's one game. We gotta go back out there and get ready for game 2.
Okay, we have Sarah Toth, Deseret News.
Don, it's very likely that a lot of these games against Denver are really going to come down to the wire and be really close. What do you do to not get fatigued? You're going to be playing a lot of minutes. More of these could go into overtime, so what do you have to do to stay ready?
Honestly, take care of your body now, but all this comes from the summer or whatever you want to call it, the break that we had. That's really where a lot of this comes in. You can do a little body work here and there now and take care of you and eat right and drink fluids, but for us to be able to, and that's not just for myself, but for as a whole, this all was all over quarantine. This just continue to work out and get your body right. And I think, guys, we've all done a great job of that. And obviously it's a tough one to lose like this in overtime, but there's going to be a bunch more. And I think guys, including myself, are ready. But it's not much you can do now. It's either you're ready or you're not. And I think I think we're all ready. We see it, guys, we're ready, locked in. Jamal made some tough shots. Joe did a hell of a job with him late. He just hit some tough shots. Jokic hit one, a few. But we executed a lot of things right. We just got to go back to the drawing board and just be ready. But a lot of it is really what you did before you got here. And I think our effort today as a unit, I think, showed the work that we've put in over the break and coming into here.
Okay, next question will be from Malika Andrews there with you at ESPN.
Donovan, you mentioned that 8-second violation. I believe there was 22 seconds left on the clock, but because Rudy Gobert touched it, you really only had 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Were you aware that you really only had 6 seconds?
And that's my fault as a leader and as a point guard at that time. Like that's terrible on my part. I kind of put that I really don't know what to put it on. I was really just taking my time walking it up, but I got to be more aware. I think that was a crucial part of the game. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to put it all on that one play, but that was a crucial part, and I got to know that.
Thank you. Alrighty, next question, Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
Hey Don, you guys really seem to kind of gain steam as the second half went along, the execution improved, and then it seemed like by the time you got to overtime, the execution, the precision kind of fell off a little bit. To what do you attribute that?
I think them hitting tough shots. A lot of the shots Jamal hit and Jokic hit, it's draining after you hit a few, and then we kind of think we had one ball fall out of bounds, you miss a certain shot, but we got to do a better job in the overtime at least. When they hit a shot, coming right back with the same poise. I think we kind of let that affect us a little bit, but like I said, it's one game. We'll look at the film, learn from it. But I'm proud of it as a whole, as a whole group. I think we did a great job. Obviously it's tough when you don't have Mike and you lose Boyan, but at the end of the day, you know, we got guys who are ready, and I think we did a phenomenal job of that, and there's stuff we can continue to work on. But when you hit shots like that, it's deflating after over and over and over again. We just got to find a way to continue to stay locked in and respond.
Okay, last question will be from David James, KUTV.
Donovan, this is the fourth time you played the Nuggets. They've all been really close, and they found a way to win each one of them. When you just look at the end of the games, can you see a common thread in there, something they're doing or something you're not doing as a group?
Execution. That's really it. You know, like I said, Joe and Rudy did a great job in the two-man game up top, hitting tough shots. It's just execution. You know, I think for myself, getting into when they're hedging, trying to split it instead of just attacking, you know, little things that we can control. And that's why I think, you know, we're in a good place, because a lot of the mistakes or a lot of the stuff that happened late game, we can fix. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, they hit some shots, and we just got to be ready to execute. And I think that's really all it is.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.